Hey guys, how are you? Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Violetta Alexis and I am a professional tarot reader. And if you are not new here, obviously, welcome back, dragons. It's always a pleasure to have you. We are going to be doing all signs. This is going to be about where you're headed versus where you need to be and how you're going to get there. Okay, this is specifically targeted for the month of April, but give or take a week. Okay, so keep in mind that these are general readings, so make sure that you're checking for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for a full picture of what may be going on. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Hello, Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at April 2024 and see where you're headed and where you need to be headed and how you're going to get there. So, where you are currently headed based around where you're at right now. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Magician. Interesting. Well, clearly a lot of talents, gifts, skills, and abilities that you possess, especially with that Magician card, but it's almost like you doubt it in some way, or there's some kind of concern of what other people are going to think, or that they simply don't think about you at all. I think that you've gotten to a certain place in your life and you may be concerned on how to maintain that position. And because you're concerned about how you're going to maintain that position, you are starting to doubt your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, which is essentially going to self-sabotage you in the long run. I think that you have an intent for success here, but what's the concern? Whether this is in alignment with you, whether or not you're making the right decisions. Listen, if it's something that is feeding your soul on a visceral level, on a 5D level, it is probably for you. If it is taking from you, it is probably not for you, okay? And what I mean by taking from you, I mean like your integrity, your morals, your values, something that feels depleting, right? Kind of like an abusive relationship. You know when it doesn't feel right. So there's a concern around this, but I'm kind of wondering if it is your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities that's going to get you through. So let's see where you need to be headed and how you're going to get there. Where you need to be headed is the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit energy. So this is actually about you giving more to your home and your family life, you giving yourself a reason to celebrate, celebrating the small wins, even if you're going through this dark night of the soul, because there's some kind of journey that you're on. And the reason why you're on that journey is because you're supposed to be breaking free of this feeling of not being good enough, not being able to maintain something, not being worth the shit to invest into, feeling like nobody loves you, or feeling like nobody's going to support the journey that you're on, when I feel like it's actually the opposite. I think that even more so it's in your head than anything, because with that Magician there, this is saying like you have talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but how are you going to use it, and how is your mind going to be the one to stop you from utilizing it in the best way possible? And so I see with that Four of Wands and that Hermit card, this is kind of making me, especially with that Six of Pentacles as well. Don't get me wrong, because that's Moon and Taurus. So this to me is about you indulging in you, taking care of your emotional needs, staying emotionally grounded. Four of Wands, breaking out of old paradigms, old patterns that you've had. And I think that a lot of you are going to realize that you're going to have a lot more success when you kind of stand back from the crowd and do things behind the scenes. So working on things behind the scenes, maybe instead of like telling everybody about it or constantly working with everyone else. The North Node is in Aries, South Node is in Libra. So North Node in your sign, this is about you. Aries is about self, right? Individuality. It's about being the trailblazer, going at it alone and figuring out that that's actually how you're going to get to where it is that you're going. So I kind of want to see here, because that's where you need to go. You need to have a stable family life, a stable home life, and we're going to see how you're going to get there. So let me just shuffle these real quick. And then, of course, I'm going to pull some guided messages from the Oracle decks. All right, let's see here. Okay. How you're going to get there? Oops. Sorry, that was not supposed to be reversals. Ace of Swords. Well, I guess we're having reversals. Five of Cups in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So acknowledging what happened in the past, why you're in this anxious energy, why you have this fear of failure, a fear of your reputation being ruined, being more logical and realizing that a lot of that is just fears from the past and realizing that. And like I said, staying grounded, because that's where you need to be, especially on an emotional plane. Because I think for some of you, you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you. Yin, this is trusting the universe, trusting your intuition. Who is your biggest influence? What is the content that you are consuming that is influencing your mind, body, your spirit? Nothing will come of this situation. What a surprise. So Aries, try not to don't put the cart before the horse is what I want to say. Don't let your mind get ahead of you. And try to relax and take care of your emotional needs, because I feel like for a lot of you that's kind of where it's coming from. So thank you so much, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Make sure that you like, share, and comment and subscribe to my channel if you have not. I'd greatly appreciate it. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. And also keep in mind that if you would like over 24 videos plus per month, you can go ahead and become a Hand of the Queen Dragon member. Those memberships can be found on my YouTube channel. Just head on over there and click the join button, and all of that information will be available to you. Just make sure that you are reading which each tier offers, so that way you can make the right choice for you. Thanks a lot, Aries, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 Tarot predictions. This is about where you're headed, where you need to be headed, and how you are going to get there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. I almost like stuttered on my words there. Let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. So where you're currently headed is the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I do see that some of you are kind of settling here in a relationship potentially, or it could be that even maybe you and another person are getting back together, or if there's some kind of relationship that you have, I could see that somebody here is coming back around, whether it's you or the other person, asking for forgiveness, giving forgiveness. It doesn't look like the worst thing in the world, if I'm going to be 100% honest. It looks like there's some kind of validation, emotional support. Even if this is about family members, if you've kind of been on the fritz with family, I never use that fucking word. What the hell? If you've been on the fritz with family members, I can definitely see this as, okay, well, let's revisit this. Let's revisit our boundaries. Let's try to see the glass half full. Tell me about that Five of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles could be with the feminine energy, or that could be you. Give me one more for that. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's some kind of nurturing conversation going on, right? So, the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus energy, but she's about her business, right? And so I feel like that's you. So I feel like you are very much, I heard getting ahead of yourself. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very much about her business, right? She can be very nurturing and very loving and very sweet and all of those good things. But at the end of the day, she's the type of bitch where she's going to get married, but she's going to have a low-key bank account just to make sure she has a cushion in case shit falls to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to say, like, maybe you're forgiving somebody, maybe somebody's forgiving you, but it's like you're still kind of minding your P's and your Q's. You know what I'm saying? Like behind the scenes is what I want to say with that. And with that Eight of Wands, it makes me very much feel like you are very much expressing what it is that you expect out of a relationship, or out of a family business, or out of a familiar relationship that you currently have. Where you need to be headed is the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Wow. Tell me about that Nine of Swords. The Tower. Interesting. So this is about not trying to control things, is what I want to say. It's kind of like stop being so anxious about what could be or the things that are changing, and allow it to inspire you. I see with that Queen of Cups, this is asking you to really get in touch with your emotions. Allow yourself to be loving, be kind, be nurturing, be all of those things. I'm not saying like don't set boundaries. Okay. An emotionally healthy person always sets boundaries. But it's very much making me feel like some kind of pain that you've been enduring. Maybe if it has been a relationship, or maybe if it has been a family relationship, it's asking you to take all of that pain and that suffering and that worry and allow it to inspire you. Even the Queen of Cups is also quite creative when she wants to be. So maybe this is asking you to really get in touch with your creativity and some way that you've been suffering, be able to turn water to wine, okay? And how you're going to get there, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. What's that Eight of Wands? The Knight of Cups in reverse. Any kind of creative blockages. I'm feeling like there's a need for you to evolve, especially for my Tauruses who have a sense of low self-value or low self-worth, which is the shadow side of the planet Venus. This is very much about allowing these trips or allowing these stumbles, allowing these endings to be able to, I'm almost getting like the Judgment card in my head, allowing it to give you wings and figuring out how you can use that as a stepping stool in order to evolve, especially when it comes to you guys giving too much. If you guys have been giving too much in relationships or feeling like you have to overcompensate in that way, this is kind of telling you that there may be some kind of creative breakthrough that you can have, if you would just give into that creative bone or that creative spark, because I feel like it's going to tell you something. Okay. And you guys are having that Jupiter Uranus conjunction in your sign. So a lot of you can have some big, huge changes, career changes, hopes and dreams and wishes, community changes, financial changes. Okay. Your advice is air, commitment, and a time for healing. There's something going on with a commitment, and I really feel like you're needing to set your boundaries and communicate what it is that you, sorry about that, communicate what it is that you want and how you expect to get there. So I want to say your communication skills need to be on point this month. Oh wow, I didn't even see this King of Swords in reverse behind it. Don't let somebody gaslight you. Don't suffer in silence is also what I want to say. We have the Eight of Wands twice. So how you're going to get there, I already feel like you're on your way just because I see that Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and how you're going to get there as the Eight of Wands. So I see that you know what to do. It's just putting it into action and motion. So be very expressive and make sure that you are expressing yourself and communicating in a mature manner. Okay. So thank you so much, Taurus. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. And if you would like to become a member and get exclusive tarot and astrology videos, you can do so by heading over to my YouTube channel and clicking the join button. There will be 2 tiers available. Make sure that you read the description for both so you can choose the one that is best for you. Taurus, thank you so much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. Excuse God, I don't know why I'm stuttering today. I think I'm still on, like, hopped up on energy drinks because I just got out of the gym, obviously. So please excuse me. We're going to be taking a look at where you're currently headed and where you need to be headed and how you're going to get there as it stands. So let's go ahead and take a look, Gemini. All right, Geminis, where you're currently headed, Ace of Swords, the Tower, the Empress. Damn. Well, I don't think that this is the worst thing in the world. If anything, this is reminding me of that kind of Jupiter Uranus conjunction that we're having in Taurus. And I know that from a Gemini risings, at least, you guys are having this, happening in your 12th house. And so that's like self undoing. That can also be creativity. That can be mental health, self sabotaging behaviors, things like that. And so maybe you guys are having some kind of subconscious epiphanies. And I see there could be something going on where it's almost like a light bulb goes off, and it could be around who you are, what it is that you're trying to create behind the scenes or otherwise. But there's something that's happening where your mind is changing, or your mind is opening up to the possibilities of whom and what you can be, and really at the end of the day what it is that you want. But it's all going to come from a place of self-love, a self-worth. This is Taurus, right? And Libra respectively, but Taurus God, excuse me. This is Taurus, so this is your 12th house if you're Gemini rising, but regardless, it's about self-worth and self-value and knowing that you are worthy of whatever the thing is that you're trying to create and whatever the thing is that you want. Tell me about that Tower. The Ten of Swords. I mean, these are huge. Don't think that the Tower and the Ten of Swords has to be some life-altering, horrible thing. It can be life-altering in a good way. So the Tower is saying, okay, well, guess what? You didn't make the decision, or there could be something that happens in your dreams, or you didn't make the decision, so God's going to make the decision for you, or you pay attention to your dreams and you wake up and you have an epiphany and you write the best fucking screenplay ever, right? But there's a chance to evolve here, and I feel like that's where you guys are headed. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Where you need to be headed is the Emperor. What? No way. I heard you already know your worth. Damn, what's that Seven of Swords about? The 7, 7, 7, 14, 4 plus 1 equals 5, which is change. I feel like you're headed in the right direction. The fact of the matter is that I kind of feel like you already know your worth. But the thing is that you're needing to apply it. And sometimes in order to not just know your senses, because we can have a sense that we can be like, yeah, I know what I'm worth, but I'm not going to apply it, right? So you're selling yourself short. The Emperor is saying, no, you don't need to sell yourself short. You already fucking know what you're worth. Now it's time for you to apply it. And if that means that you have to actually take charge of what it is that you need to work on and needing to not just expect other people to raise their standards for themselves around you, but you're the one that's needing to lead by example, and raising your standard is going to make everybody else act accordingly. And this is something that I feel like you're needing to do for others. Now, I'm not saying you can't do this for yourself, but this is about you needing to take the lead in your own life and you needing to maintain that standard for yourself and for others, because there's something about you guys being a leader and needing to be an example for other people. How you're going to get here or get there. The Ten of Pentacles, whoop, excuse me, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Well, it's going to be through sheer determination. No matter how many setbacks, I'm not saying I don't care about your breakup, but whatever your breakup is, or if something failed, or if a business failed, or you had a divorce, or whatever it is, you have to be able to allow that to emotionally drive you, and not think that you know it all. There's something about here about you not needing to act like you know it all, or you not needing to assume the worst or assume certain things about people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is telling you that you need to take the lead in a certain direction and kind of keep your mind open with things. And like I said before, needing to take the lead is clearly like a big indicator of something. The Earth, risk, don't let your past hold you back. So yeah, and the 12th house can also talk about the past. And so not letting your past hold you back, and be willing to take risks, not through assumption or not through impulse, but needing to take a grounded risks, whether that's about creativity, applying for that job, applying for that managerial position, going after that certain person. Maybe it's about a relationship, needing to lead by example in your relationships. But whatever you need to do, you need to keep your mind open, don't assume, and stay grounded and take calculated risks more than anything. And also not allowing your past to hold you back from taking those risks. So, Gemini, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. If you guys would like exclusive access to tarot and astrology videos, you can head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and there will be 2 tiers that are available there. Make sure that you read the description on either one, and then you can go ahead and pick which one is right for you. Sorry, I got out of the gym, y'all. I'm a little squirrely right now. So thanks a lot, Gemini. I'll talk to you soon. The best of luck to you. Bye for now. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. We are going to be taking a look at where you are currently headed and where you need to be headed and how you are going to get there. So let's go ahead and look into it. All right, where you are currently headed is the World, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. There may have been or maybe some kind of uncalculated risk that you took. Maybe you did something a little impulsively. Maybe it was something financial with that Five of Pentacles there. But what I feel is whatever this risk is that maybe you took, or maybe that you're taking, I'm seeing something closing out here. What's that Fool in reverse? The Four of Cups. So, I'm going to be real right now. I do see something positive happening, right? It's like with that world there, I see you finally completing some kind of cycle. So, even if it was like, oh, I'm setting out to get a loan, right? And then it's like you get the loan and then you put all the money in crypto. I actually know a Cancer that like literally just did this. And listen, I'm not here. I'm not giving you financial advice. Okay. But you do something, you get it, you complete the journey, okay? But then the Fool in reverse with the Four of Cups. But then through that completion of said thing, you take an uncalculated risk. You do something impulsively and you don't think it through. So what I want to say is if it is financial, make sure you're speaking to somebody. Make sure that you're speaking to a professional and not your fucking local tarot reader or whatever, right? Make sure that you are asking advice from somebody who is well versed, well trained, and qualified, okay? For others of you, I could kind of see you finally closing out maybe a relationship or whether it's family, romantic, friendship, closing out something. And it's something that it could even be like mental, right? Like a mental health or something like that, where now you're finally getting out of your abandonment wounds and your abandonment issues. But now there's almost like this timid, like, I just don't want to go through that again. So you may be too afraid to kind of take a leap of faith after you're kind of coming out of that. Okay. Now, where you need to be headed, we have the Moon, the Temperance. What's the Five of Swords? The Queen of Wands. Interesting. The Moon and the Temperance are so powerful together to me. Um, Now the Moon in tarot is Pisces. The Temperance is Sagittarius. This is about mutable energy. Well, what's mutable energy? Mutable energy is about trusting the process, going with the flow, not freaking out if something doesn't go right. This is alchemy to me. This is being able to trust the process and not get so in your head or not get so in your ego that you fuck it up, basically. I really want you to listen to your gut about things, trust your intuition, build or rebuild that relationship with yourself. And I want you to be accepting that things can go either one way or the other. And the only way that you're going to be able to get the thing that you want is by trusting yourself, but also understanding that sometimes what you want is always not what you need. How you're gonna get there? Seven of Wands. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Wands in reverse. I'm getting like something about humility here for some reason. I'm definitely in need to drop healthy boundaries with people, maintain your sense of optimism is what I want to say. Have healthy boundaries, being able to, the Seven of Wands a lot on like traditional Rider Waite tarot. You will see that he's missing a shoe, the guy on the Seven of Wands, and that's because he didn't realize that he was going to wake up to like a fight or to people trying to take his spot. And it's kind of like needing to be prepared for anything. And the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy. So it's about like wisdom. It's about just going with the flow, let go, you know? And the Page of Wands in reverse, I'm kind of wondering if that's saying like I know that the Page of Wands in reverse isn't really about humility, but I was getting something about that here, you know? So, yeah. I have Square for your advice, curiosity, be bold and make the first move. Well, there's a diamond to be had when it comes to a square aspect in astrology. A square aspect is a point of tension, but if you can rummage through that point of tension, if you can reach the other side, there's something to be had there. And I do think that you're needing to take initiative, but I also, this curiosity is giving me like mutable energy, almost like Gemini energy. Like you're needing to go with the flow, be open to other ideas, being able to take those ideas, kind of calculate and be like, okay, maybe I could do something with this, or maybe I could do something with this. Trusting yourself, trusting the process, and also being okay if something doesn't work out and just taking what you learn from the experience and applying it in your day to day, if that makes sense. This is like very like humble, spiritual to me. So, Cancer, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. And if you would like exclusive access to tarot and astrology videos, head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button. There will be 2 tiers available. Make sure that you read the description on both of them and then choose the one that will apply to you. Thanks so much, Cancer. Talk soon. Bye for now. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. We are going to be taking a look at where you are currently headed, where you need to be headed, and how you're going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards. All right, so where you're currently headed, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, the Judgment in reverse. Wow, all reversals. You know, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Leo, and of course, please excuse my coffee with the coconut oil in it. Um, I'll be 100% honest with you. Like, I feel like there's too much focus on self. And what I mean by that is the 7 of Swords in reverse. It's not always about a guilty conscience, although it can be, but it can be very much about like me. And the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, this is the shadow, like imagine like the worst Virgo that you know, right? Me, no. Imagine like the worst Virgo that you know, right? They're usually incredibly self-critical, critical of others, you know, very perfectionist oriented, just a very unhealthy perspective of self and others. And a lot of the times they'll project those judgments on upon others based around how they feel about themselves, and they're usually really negative. And so I really want you to be careful of how you're speaking to yourself. Be careful of how critical you are on other people, because I do want to say it seems a little bit more it seems judgy, you know, the Judgment in reverse, it can quite literally mean like a misjudgment or a bad judgment call. And so I just want to say, like, dude, be careful of how you're talking about yourself, how you're talking about other people, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to other people, because it's something that's coming from within. Where you need to be headed, I heard self acceptance, the Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Swords. Yeah, I kind of feel like things don't have to be so fucking hard, you know? I think that there's something bigger, but it's like you keep picking apart the little details, so it's almost like you can't see the big picture. Jupiter is about the big picture, you know? And this is like if you stop focusing on the little like knickknacks and the little time and picking yourself apart, picking your work apart, picking your masterpieces apart, picking your creativity apart, picking your body apart, and you just focus on like the big picture and be kinder to yourself, you're going to find that God's bringing you in more gifts, more wisdom, more gifts, you know? And I think with that 6 of Swords, it's like stop making things so fucking hard on yourself and move on, you know? Like stop picking apart the little chub on your belly, or like and just do something about it, or don't be so hyper fixated on these things. It's literally not doing you any favors. And I feel like there's a sense of once you stop, because this is the opposite of Virgo, right? This is Pisces. This is like 12th house, letting go, let God, right? And going into the unknown, being able to understand that collectively we are all connected in some way, shape, or form, and needing to have more empathy, not just for others, but for yourself. So let's see how you're going to get there. Knight of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles. Going with the flow. Going with the flow and making a conscious decision to be able to do that. The Two of Swords, whether it's reversed or not, is Moon in Libra. And this is about being emotionally well through our connections, but it's also about the relationship that you have with yourself, Leo, and which is going to trickle down to the relationships that you have with other people, and not being so hyper fixated on minute details that really aren't going to matter in the grand scheme of things. House 6, Virgo house, baby. Scavenge. Yeah, stop picking shit apart, man. The answers you need are coming. Gemini energy, mutable, going with the flow, man. There may be something that you're needing to focus on when it comes to health or work. Okay, not taking less than your worth, or doing better than how you've been doing. But I can also see this as needing to fix your habits. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you can fix your habits is by taking one step at a time. And I've told you guys before, and I don't know if you saw the video, but it's like doing something small per day. So if usually what you do, you want to spend less time on social media. And so what you usually do is you'll wake up and you will pull out your phone and scroll on Twitter or Twitch or Instagram or whatever. Instead of doing that, why not just wake up, make your bed, brush your teeth, first hour, drink your coffee, first hour, you're not even on your phone. Sitting outside, meditating, I don't know, journaling, even if it's just listening to some kind of meditation music in the background. It just takes that one time, because there's something going on here where you're feeling a little squirrely, and then you're starting to isolate, or you're starting to hyperfixate on yourself. It's like people who are on freaking crystal meth, and they just go in there and they just freaking start picking at their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't say that's what you're doing. I'm just saying, like, that's what it reminds me of. So try to be easier on yourself. Don't pick yourself apart, Leo. So, Leo, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. And if you would like exclusive access to tarot and astrology videos, you can head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button, and there will be 2 tiers that are available there. Make sure that you read the description beneath both of them, and then that way you can pick the right choice for you. So, Leo, thanks again, and until next time, good luck. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so you want to make sure to check for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements to be able to get a full picture. We're going to be taking a look at where you are currently headed, where you need to be headed, and how you're going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, Virgos, where you are currently headed, given the current circumstance, is the Hangman in reverse, is the Strength card, and the Four of Swords. Wow, okay. How interesting is that? Well, I mean, for me, this is very much about you spending a lot of time alone, is what this looks like. But it almost feels like you're doing this because you're trying to learn how to let go of control. Maybe you're in this victim mindset. Maybe you've been in a victim mindset. Maybe you've been self-sabotaging. There are so many different ways I could look at this. Maybe you feel like you lack perspective, and you're trying not to be that. It's like you're trying to find your strength through a sense of solitude and letting go. And I think that you desire perspective. But I think what you're also kind of doing is you're trying to separate yourself from a situation, or become somewhat indifferent to a situation. So that way you can look at something objectively. Because when we get our emotions too involved, it's like sometimes we don't see things clearly, right? Because, keep in mind, this is Neptune, right? Not really seeing things clearly, but also needing to understand that sometimes you're just supposed to see something the way that you're supposed to see something in the moment, and then later things will be revealed to you. Tell me about the Hangman in reverse. The Knight of Wands. It could be around your passions. It could be around laziness, not going after the things that you want potentially. It could be maybe you're too secluded and you know that you need to get out there. Maybe it's some kind of mental health issue. Maybe it's some kind of addiction, sex addiction, porn addiction. I mean, I don't know. Hmm. It's almost like you're trying to get your mojo back, because it's like I see that Knight of Wands and the Strength. It's like you're trying to get your mojo back, is what that feels like. But you may be having a hard time letting go or not needing to control. And Virgos, y'all do that. You know, I'm a Virgo. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, I mean, I don't really give a fuck if you think I am, to be honest. But, you know, it's like we do that sometimes. So let's see where you need to be headed. The Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. So you need to be evolving. I mean, point blank, period. A Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles? Okay. Well, it seems like the way that you're going to get there is by walking away from the illusion. So what is the illusion? For my Virgo risings, it could be, you know, an advisor that you've hired, a therapist that's not good for you, a relationship that's not good for you of any way, shape, or form, business or otherwise, but needing to really see the truth behind something. And that's how you're going to be able to take action. And I'm feeling like there's more for you guys to learn, but you're going to need to actually put in the effort to walk away from something that isn't really giving you answers, you know, something that is elusive, something that is up in the air, something, and it's asking you to walk away so that way you can evolve, because you have, what's the thing we need to walk away from? It's something that's just not working. It's not grounded in reality. It's an opportunity unmissed. It's a dead seed. Got to keep it moving. It could be something financial. It could be a job. It could be some kind of offer, whatever. But there's a need to evolve here. The way that you're going to do that is the Six of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Not putting yourself in, you know, this victim mindset or this sense of entitlement. I will say that. This is about you understanding yourself better, understanding others better, even if it's somebody that you absolutely hate. I have honestly understood myself so much more by realizing the partners that I've chosen. You know, because that's the partners that you consciously choose or subconsciously choose will tell you so much about who you are, what you need, and what you need to learn, and what growing that you still have to do. But we have to be willing to accept that. And also, I want to say this, not needing the validation, you know? Like there's something here about not needing the validation, just being aligned. And if you don't get the like, you know what I'm saying? If you like put a project out there, you know, and you put on YouTube or something, it gets like 2 likes, you know, not making it about the response or reaction that you're getting, but making it about you, and that was for you, and doing the things for you that you needed to do for you, for your emotional well-being, for your mental well-being, for your physical well-being. Taurus, community, and look at the bigger picture. Hmm. Well, this is your advice. So this is probably about prioritizing community, getting involved with others, realizing that you do need people just like people need you, and not spending too much time in solitude. Spending too much time in solitude. Solitude can drive you crazy. And guess what? Spending too much time with people will also drive you fucking crazy. Probably needing to find a balance within that, but also needing to stay optimistic. Staying optimistic, or at least becoming optimistic, and not having that sense of dreary, weary, wah, wah, wah. You know, Virgos and Geminis can do that. Not Geminis. Virgos and Pisces can do that. They're opposite, but they can do that. They can get into that like either martyrdom or the victim mentality, you know? The world is suffering and I'm at the core, you know? You know what I'm saying? So try to involve yourself with others. Know your sense of self-value, self-worth, needing to get there, especially with that Queen of Pentacles and needing to look at the bigger picture and becoming a part of a bigger community and not isolating yourself too much. So Virgo, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. Also, if you would like exclusive access to tarot and astrology videos, you can go ahead and head on over to my YouTube channel, click the little join button. You will see 2 tiers that are available there. Make sure that you are reading the description under both of them, and that way you can know which tier is best for you. So thank you so much again, Virgo, and we'll talk soon. Good luck and bye for now. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome. So glad to have you here. We're going to be taking a look at April 2024 tarot predictions. This is going to be for where you are currently headed with your given circumstance, where you need to be headed, and how you're going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right. Where's Libra headed? 3 of Swords in reverse. The 3 of Wands. 3, 3. Queen of Swords in reverse. Well, you keep looking forward, but then you keep looking back, and it's probably at this. What's this? King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody used you. Somebody abused you. Somebody financially abused you. Somebody used you for status, for your looks, to make them fucking look good because they feel like crap about themselves. You're not over it. The thing is that you're trying to overcome it in some way. But the thing is that you're like, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna look forward. I'm gonna explore new territory. You know, I got a plan. I'm moving forward. But then that Queen of Swords in reverse comes around, and you get right back in your head about things, and that basically defiles your plans and gets you focused right back on that King of Pentacles in reverse. So that's where you're currently headed. You know, I really want to say that your emotions are incredibly important at this time. I feel like your mental health is very important. I mean, it's all obviously all that stuff is important all the time, but there's something specifically about you needing to probably monitor your mental health or monitor your responses, or if you're having a reaction to something, understanding where it's coming from. Because the thing is that you're hurting, you're not processing it, or you're trying to move past it. You have a plan, you go for it, you try to explore new territory, but then you find yourself waiting, then you find yourself looking back, and then you get stuck back there, and it's like this cycle. Then we have where you need to be headed: the Magician, the Justice, that's you, the 10 of Pentacles. So what the fuck are you doing that is so important, that is holding you back from this? I would take this over this any day. You wouldn't even have to pay me, honey. I mean, because you have to understand that the Justice is the highest octave of you, in my opinion, in tarot. That card comes out, that is the highest octave of Libra. Get the fuck out of here. This is not where you want to be. I don't know why I'm cursing so much in this reading, but this is saying that you need to have the intention of yourself. You need to have yourself in mind with every intention that you have in your life at this current time. You have absolutely everything that you need. The problem is that you're too busy looking back at the thing that you don't need. So you're not focused on the things that you already have in order to get the things that you want and need. So you need to focus on your long-term goals, your legacy, because that's what the 10 of Pentacles is, and knowing that you are that bitch, you are that person with that Justice card there, and that you literally have everything that you need to accumulate this. It's already within you. How do we get there? The World's in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles. Sometimes, you know, Libra, for some of you, I'm just going to be 100% honest. Some of you are so used to allowing people to walk all over you and control you that it's almost as if you feel like you deserve it, or you just keep taking that kind of humiliation, or you keep taking that kind of abuse, and you're like, oh, here, well, maybe my generosity with my money, my finances, my emotions, you know, over prioritizing these people in my life will love them into being monsters. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you firsthand, that's usually not how it works. Um, giving giving over loving like a narcissist, for instance, is like giving candy to a fucking diabetic. You know what I'm saying? You can't love them into insulin. You can't love them into normalcy. And the sooner that you realize it, the less harshness you're going to face. The sun, anticipation, show the world the real you. This is about being authentically you, and stop being so afraid that what if I stop loving this person? What if I stop giving all of my time and my energy? What if, God, ask yourself what if, and then answer fucking honestly, and stop giving yourself the answer that you want. You know what I'm saying? And I say this with all the love in the world. Mercury is in Aries, honey. Okay. Mercury rules my sun sign. I think my ego's a little out there today. Speaking of sun, this is about you needing to be confident in yourself. Be confident enough in yourself to know that you are 100% worth it, and be the unique version of you, not the people-pleasing version of you. Okay, Libra? Okay, that shit's dead. South node's in your sign, baby. That shit's dead. Okay, North node in Aries. Let's go. Focus on you. Get your head in the game. All right, Libra, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. If you would like exclusive access to astrology and or tarot videos, you can go ahead and head on over to my YouTube channel. Click the join button. You will see that there are 2 tiers available. They are called Dragon and Hand of the Queen. Make sure that you read the description below each tier so that way you know which choice is best for you. Thank you so much, Libras, and I will talk to you soon. The best of luck. Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. We're going to be taking a look at where you are currently headed given the current circumstance, and where you should be headed, and then how you are going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look, Scorpio. All right, where you're currently headed, we have the 2 of Swords. We have the Sun. Okay, and the 4 of Pentacles. Being a little humble? What's going on here? There's a decision that you need to make, but it's almost like you're trying to please other people. I'm getting like a dimming your shine. I'm not going to lie. And I don't know why you're doing this. It's making me feel like you're trying to appease a father figure, or you're trying to appease a boss, or you're trying to appease a partner or a lover or a friend, or something like that. But if anything, it's just holding you back. Because it's like you have this ball of sunshine inside of you. You have all of this light, and it's like you're just trying to lock it up by like with wooden boards and nails. No, I don't want to upset this person, or no, which is like not really like you guys. So I mean, this person or whatever this thing is, I mean, is it just a fear? Are you afraid to like show your creative side? Are you afraid to show what you got? Are you afraid to show the life force that is within you? I mean, we're all meant to do that in some way, shape, or form, but there's almost a fear here. There's like a fear of taking a risk. What is it going to cost me? You know? I think that you're probably costing yourself more by not taking a chance on you. Why are we avoiding this? The Knight of Cups, because of a partner, because of a lover? You're afraid to express your vulnerability in some way? Ooh, listen, that's going to make you feel constipated, bitch. Especially being a Scorpio. Listen, I'm Venus ruled, and my Venus is in Scorpio conjunct Pluto, and I know that I say it all the time, and I know you bitches are tired of it, but I don't know what I would do if I couldn't express my sense of vulnerability. Probably avoid a lot of heartache, right? But for you guys, I don't think this is what you should be doing. It's almost like you're trying to dim yourself, or you're trying to hide. Like, are you good? Well, I mean, that's not, that's not totally out of the norm for a Scorpio to do, but I feel like there's more. Let's see. Where you should be headed. Oh my God. What did I say? The Sun, the Hierophant, the 7 of Pentacles. Prioritize yourself. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. Taurus, of course, is if you're a Scorpio rising, it obviously rules your 7th house, but that's not what I'm talking about. Maybe that's what it is, but that's not really what I'm talking about. The 2nd house can also represent like your priorities, right? And I feel like you're needing to prioritize your own sense of self-expression and who you are on an individual level, and really needing to invest in that. And for some of you, you really need to take a look at a relationship maybe that you're in, whether it's a romantic relationship or otherwise. Maybe it's a fucking mentor, I don't know. But it could be. And you're really needing to ask yourself, is this person or are these people offering me the space to be my most authentic self? And if they're not offering that space to me, why am I here, or why am I not creating that space for myself? Why am I allowing somebody to come into my house and turn off my fucking lights? Just curious, right? So you really need to ask yourself that, and you really need to think long and hard. And you need to be focused on what you bring to the table and understand that that is 100% worthy, 100% valid. And you stop fucking around. How you're going to get there? The King of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Sun 3 times. Wow. Absolutely incredible. That is absolutely incredible. The Sun 3 times. I feel like people got a problem with you. Like there's something about people being jealous of you, hating on you, being mad that you're shining, being mad that you're dimming their shine, something like that. And you need to keep shining, because what the fuck? The thing is, and I wrote a tweet about this on my Where Dead Flowers Bloom Twitter account, but I wrote about this where I said, it doesn't matter how much warmth the sun gives, it will still cast shadows. Do you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how wonderful you are, how warm you are, how sweet. People are still going to have a fucking problem with it. But that's the thing. It's their problem. Stop making it your problem and allowing yourself to lock yourself in a fucking tower somewhere like a little princess that, let down your hair, bitch. Stop doing that. For who? Pisces, perspective, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Interesting. Well, I really feel like this should be giving you a perspective on people and how people are, and still being able to empathize with that. This is the thing, right? Like, and this is kind of a good example of this. I remember I was in this store and I had on these like cute shorts and I had on this like pink, like zip up little hoodie thing. I had little hearts and I had these cute little flip flops. I looked adorable. Okay. And my little blonde hair, right? I looked so cute. And these girls were like making fun of me. Like, but they were trying to do it on the low, right? They were trying to make fun of me. And I mean, they were nothing to write home about either. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's sad. I actually looked at it like, for you to feel the need to do that, there's not something wrong with me. So, you know what I did? We just both happened to get at the cash register at the same time, right? Because there was two like on the table or whatever on the counter. So there's one here and one here, and I'm on this one, and she gets to this one, and I look at her. I said, I just want to say, you look absolutely beautiful today. I think your hair looks awesome. I love that style. I hope you have a great day. And that was that, because you got to feel fucking sorry for those people, and you need to not take it so personally. If anything, you need to be like, damn, I must be doing something. You know what I'm saying? And still allow yourself to shine while still being a nice, kind, empathetic person. Okay. So Scorpio, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. Also, if you would like exclusive access to tarot and astrology videos, make sure that you head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button. You will see 2 tiers available. Make sure that you read the description beneath both of them, so that way you can choose the right one for you. Thank you so much, Scorpio, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. We're going to be taking a look at where you are currently headed, where you need to be headed, and how you're going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. All right, so where you're headed right now, we got the Six of Cups, we got the Knight of Pentacles, we got the Temperance. I love this. I mean, this is not bad at all. I mean, this is you clearly showing up in your most high vibrational self, creating alchemy, being the alchemist, if anything. Feel like you guys are creating something from nothing. It's like something that you're slowly but surely taking your time on. I feel like you have support here, either from a friend or from a lover. I see if you guys have children, I see you guys spending a lot of time with them. But for me, this is more a gift from the universe. What's that Six of Cups about? The High Priestess. This is some kind of gift from God, a gift from the universe that is going to help you get to where it is that you're trying to go. And the High Priestess, she doesn't have a roof over her head, but that's symbolic for the sky is the limit. Your potential is endless, and I feel like that's what you guys are starting to discover. And the good thing is that you guys are actually taking your time to do this. You're like, okay, I have this special gift, I have this thing that's been given to me, right? Whether you're born with it or it's actually being given to you, whatever it may be. And you're like, how can I do this right? How can I make this right while still kind of going with the flow and with things? And it's something that maybe you never thought that you were going to be able to do, or going to be something that you never thought you were going to create, but you're doing it. And I also feel like you're slowly but surely working on yourself as well. So I don't really see anything negative. So let's see where you need to be headed. The Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords. I kind of want to say keeping your mind open with that Page of Swords. You may be kind of stuck in a situation, or you may feel like you're stuck. You may feel like you're not. I don't really know if I want to do this. I just feel like it's because you have a lot of options available to you. Maybe either when it comes to love, maybe when it comes to business, something like that, friendships, communities. It's something about your potential, is kind of what I want to say. And you may feel like you're a little overwhelmed with options in some way. And you're like, yeah, I don't really like that. I don't really like that. I kind of want to say, get out of that mind frame and allow your mind to be open to the possibilities of something, because I feel like that's going to bring more in for you. So getting a little curious, even if it's about something that you never thought you would do before. Maybe you have a conversation with somebody at somebody at the bar, I don't know, right? And this person's like, wow, I really like your perspective, I really like your point of view. Would you like to be on my podcast? Right? Would you like to be on my podcast? And you're like, I don't know, like, I've never done that before. And then you find out they have like 250,000 followers, and like, what doors could that open? Do you know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to say, like, open your mind to the possibilities. And if something doesn't seem like something that you would usually do, be open to it. I'm not saying if it goes like against your morals or something, but you know what I mean. How you're gonna get there? We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, 7, 7, and the King of Cups in reverse. Don't waste your time on whoever this King of Cups in reverse is what I want to say. Don't waste a dime, don't waste a nickel. There's somebody in your vicinity who maybe seems to latch on to you, maybe a leech a little bit, somebody who's very manipulative. I'm almost saying, like, the only way that you're going to be able to get there is by watching who you're surrounding yourself with. Because I feel like somebody's just out to manipulate you, or somebody sees your potential or something like that, and then they're going to like try to get something out of you. You know what I'm saying? So be careful with that. Advice is Capricorn. So this is about doing the hard work, being the instigator, not necessarily in a bad way, but initiating things, climbing to the top, see how it was done before you, and try to make sure that you don't make those mistakes. I want to say, kind of be careful if you're in like a mood, or like I said as well, be careful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with that Capricorn energy. I kind of want to say, keep your eye on the ball, because there could be a bit of a distraction, is almost what I'm getting. Somebody who really knows how to ruffle your feathers, somebody who really knows how to like take your head out of the game. I want to say, be cautious with that. And don't allow yourself to be reactionary, because this says that a win-win outcome is forecast. So this is something saying that something finally needs to be closed out, but not from a sense of reaction, from a sense of response, and also needing to be mature with our responses. Okay. So, Sagittarius, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like to book a tarot reading with me, you can do so at violettaalexis.com. Also, if you would like exclusive access to astrology and tarot videos, go ahead and head on over to my YouTube channel. Click the join button. There will be 2 tiers available. Make sure that you read the description underneath both of them, so that way you can choose the right one for you. Thank you so much, Sag, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now. Hey Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. We're going to go ahead and take a look to see where you're currently headed, where you need to be headed, and how you're going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse for where you're headed. Excuse these are like super disorganized. Sorry about that. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. What the hell? Where'd this even come from? Was this in the last deck? Okay, I don't know. I guess we're going to take it. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Oh, I don't like that. For my masculine Capricorns, I want to say, please be cautious around involving yourself in third parties, getting yourself involved in third parties and drama because you feel like you need some. So, if you're like in a relationship, for instance, and you feel like you need some sense of validation, and then you go outside the connection, and then all fucking hell breaks loose. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be able to handle it with that Two of Pentacles in reverse. I also want to say, you need to take care of your business. Like you're, and forgive me for saying, but I'm just going to be real, right? And, flip it if you need to. Maybe this is somebody you're dealing with. I don't give a fuck. But I'm saying with that Two of Pentacles in reverse, there's something that you really need to focus on. You need to be taking care of your budgeting, your bills, I don't know, your kids, your house, or whatever it is that you're writing projects. I don't know, whatever it is that you have going on, because your focus, King of Wands, see how he's staring over here? Your focus is on other people. And it's not like good people, or it's not people that are for your benefit. This is like involving yourself in third parties, being promiscuous, or getting involved in online drama. I mean, who knows? But it's all something that's feeding your ego. What's that Three of Cups in reverse? The Chariot. It's almost like something you're being emotionally driven by. It's almost like you're trying to conquer someone or conquer something, when it's like, what do you have to prove? You know what I'm saying? So just be cautious of that. And like I said, this could be somebody you guys are dealing with, okay? Where you need to be headed, the Page of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Empress. Wow, 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 wow. I'm going to be honest. For those of you fucking with an Empress, listen, you have to apologize. This is giving huge apology vibes. Okay. If you did something, if you said something, if you did somebody dirty, something like that, you need to be accountable, is what I want to say. Whew, boy. Like, there needs to be some kind of humility and some kind of vulnerability and honesty, especially when it comes to either a mother figure or somebody who is an Empress archetype. And to describe the Empress archetype, oh my God, I lost my pen. To describe the Empress archetype, she or he is very attractive, very creative, could be a mother or a father figure. This is somebody who is of high value, high sense of self-worth and self-value. And I don't know, there's something about this where you're needing to apologize to this person. What's that that Five of Cups, excuse me, the Knight of Swords. You may have made a decision a little too quickly, or somebody could end up finding out about something that you did in the past, and you're kind of needing to apologize and be open and be vulnerable and be humble. Okay. So I don't know why it's telling me that. How you're gonna how you're gonna get there is the Hermit, the Fool, the Justice in reverse, righting your wrongs and doing the right thing. That Two of Pentacles in reverse, Justice in reverse, kind of similar, somewhat. Needing to right your wrongs, needing to make healthy and balanced decisions, needing to be accountable, needing to be humble, needing to be self-aware, needing to obtain some kind of self-reflection through some form of solitude, and being able to, metaphorically capitalize off of that, and being able to have that sense of understanding of why you're responding or why you're doing the things that you're doing, and being able to have a new journey or start a new journey based around those values, or around that humility, or that sense of self-acceptance or self-awareness. Water for your advice, caching, whatever the fuck. It's time to release negativity. It's like, what are you holding on to emotionally that is causing you to do this, or that is causing you to feel like you need some kind of validation, or to align yourself with low vibrational experiences, or whatever it may be? Because it's like, what are you doing? Are you like saving another person for later? Are you just like collecting people? Are you collecting little spurts of drama throughout the day to kind of like validate something, or to give yourself something to do? Like, what is the thing? Because it's saying like, this is time, it's time for you to close this out. And it could be something emotionally, it could be something that you're going through emotionally. And it's kind of like when people uh look to substances, when they, and I did that, 4 years alcohol free now, but it's like when people don't like how their life is gone, so they go straight to drugs or porn or alcohol or tobacco, right? Whatever the thing is. And it's like, what are you harboring inside of you that's making you do that? Watch out for your coping mechanisms, is what I want to say. Okay. and flip it if you need to. So, Capricorn, thank you so much. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. You can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. Also, if you would like exclusive access to tarot and or astrology videos, you can head on over to my YouTube channel, click the join button. You will see 2 tiers that are available there. Make sure that you read the description under both so that way you can know what the right choice is for you. Thank you so much, Capricorn, and the best of luck to you. Bye for now. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. We're going to be taking a look at where you are currently headed, where you need to be headed, and how you're going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards. Where you're currently headed, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords. Well, I'm really not mad at it, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And this is clearly you kind of taking your time. It's like you're thinking about where you want to invest your time, where you want to invest your energy. Some of you are focusing on some kind of educational course, some kind of spirituality, some kind of maybe mentorship. Maybe you want to become a mentor. For some of you, you're going to be very invested in traveling. I see you guys also getting curious, learning something. This is Mercury and this is Jupiter. So this can be very much about education and or teaching. I feel like you guys are really investing in your education or investing in wisdom, essentially wisdom and or education. Can I get something about that 7 of Pentacles? The Hermit, you're investing in yourself. You want to know more. This is Mercury again. You want to know more. You want to understand more. You're realizing that maybe you spent a lot of time healing or a dark night of the soul or something, and now you have a lot of self acceptance, or you've learned a lot about yourself, but you know that you're still learning, and you're maybe wondering, okay, well, I don't want to keep pulling from within me. Maybe there's something out there that can help me, and I see you guys moving forward with that. Some of you guys could be starting a podcast or something like that, or doing a writing project. For a few of you, where you need to be headed is the Fool, the 8 of Wands, Mercury, and Sagittarius again. So this is like Mercury, Jupiter energy. The 2 of Wands. Wow, look at that. I just want to say, like, go for it, Aquarius. Like, the thing that you want to do, whether it's traveling, whether it's education, you're just going to have to stop sitting around and waiting for the answer, and you're just going to have to jump. You just got to jump, because I feel like you guys are waiting too long for something, and it's like you're going to miss the train. It's like the train is going, you got the ticket, go, And I really think that after you do that, after you go, it's almost like jump and figure it out later, because that Fool is saying, like, okay, we're jumping off this hill, we're going for it. 8 of Wands is like Speedy Gonzalez, and the 2 of Wands is like, okay, now what do we want to do? Now that we're here, right? Now that we've figured it out, or now that we just kind of jumped into it, now where do we want to go from here? That's kind of what I did with tarot, right? I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. Like, I kind of did, but I didn't. Like, I educated myself, right? I educated myself on it, but I educated myself along the way. I'm a very hands-on person, so I learn as I go. So I was actually learning more tarot as I was putting it into action. And I'm not saying it's tarot for you, but that's kind of what I mean with that analogy, or with that example. How you're going to get there: 7 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Wands, and the Tower in reverse. I kind of want to say, like, whatever already happened, happened. Like, the changes that happened, don't be sitting there holding on to it, trying to analyze it, trying to figure it out. Make a choice and then fight for it. And I feel like this is something maybe you've been wanting for a long time. I still feel like it's going to take you a while to get there, but the only way, like, Spirit's kind of saying, like, you need to jump, and you need to jump now. The train's going, like I said. So, get your head out of, like, oh, maybe I should, because the 7 of Cups in the upright, this is like having a lot of options, taking too much time, just kind of being elusive about it. It's like, no, time to fucking go. Like, you need to do this. You need to come out on top. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by going for it. Jupiter. Dude, this is like, what is the bigger picture? This is beautiful. Jupiter direction, a fiery climax approaches. So this is about finally needing to close in on that decision and take the direction that you need. I feel like a little bit of faith is going to go a long way, and a little bit of optimism is going to take you to the finish line, but you have to be able to do it. I also feel like there's something about education here. Once again, there's Jupiter again. Something about education, needing to take some kind of educational direction, even if it is tarot, right? It's like, go study the freaking tarot book. Go learn the definition of all the cards. You know what I mean? So it's time for you to close out on something. It's time for you to be a self-starter. So Thank you so much, Aquarius. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys can always book a tarot reading with me at violettaalexis.com. Also, if you would like exclusive access to astrology and tarot videos, you can go ahead and head on over to my YouTube channel. Click the join button. You will see that there are 2 tiers available. Make sure that you read the description underneath both of them so that way you can figure out what the best course of action is for you. Thank you so much, Aquarius. I'll talk to you soon, and best of luck. Bye for now. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot predictions. This is for where you are currently headed, where you need to be headed, and how you are going to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards. Where you're currently headed, Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. All right, I like it. So this to me is you being very confident. Some of you could be performing something artistically, performing something that has to do with your creativity. I see you guys are kind of the man or the woman with a plan this month. And I see you guys really going for it. I think that you guys are accepting a lot about yourself, like accepting your flaws, accepting your shadow side, accepting the light within, and being able to showcase both of them and not being afraid to do that. I do want to see what that 2 of Wands is about. The 9 of Wands. I mean, damn, it's like this, your plan is to succeed. Your plan is to come out on top. And I think that you are very emotionally driven by whatever this is. And you're also very optimistic about it. You have like all the confidence in the world right now. And I don't see it as a bad thing. It's not like a false sense of confidence. It's like you have a plan or you're putting a plan in motion and you guys don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about you this month. That Queen of Wands is showing up, honey. That Queen of Wands is showing the fuck up. That Queen of Wands does not care about what anybody thinks about her. She's showing up in her sense of vulnerability as well. You're creating new opportunities for yourself. You could have a new love interest, or there could be an opportunity for you to create something on a creative level. And not only that, but it's like you have the spark. You have the spark, you have the vulnerability, you have the creativity, and you have the willpower on top of it. And you also have the optimism. This is like a triple threat combo. You know what I'm saying? So go for the thing. For some of you, you're performing something. Where you need to be headed is the Hangman, the 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Make sure you guys are very focused on your finances as well, though. I do want to say that. Tell me about that 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So I kind of want to say this. Don't turn down opportunities, okay? Like, obviously, if it's something against your morals or your values, like, yeah, okay, then I get it. But I kind of want to say, like, don't skip on the advice, especially when it comes to your finances. Tell me about that Hangman. Well, that's you, I guess. The Knight of Wands. I kind of also want to say this, Pisces, if it's not about finances, the Hangman can very much be about like your most high vibrational self because it is Pisces, absolutely, and needing to be in alignment with that. But this can also be about needing to be confident enough to get out of your own way, to not be your worst enemy anymore. Being confident enough to be able to create behind the scenes and not necessarily tell everybody about it. Like, work behind the scenes when it comes to your passions and things of that nature. And I'm not really sure why it's saying that. I know that for me, when I'm surrounded by too many people, when I'm up here too much doing tarot, I really lose my creative spirit when it comes to like writing or video editing or things like that. I really lose it. And so sometimes I just need to be alone to kind of get that spark back. And that's kind of what I'm wondering. So I'm not saying like isolate yourself completely or anything like that, but I also want to say, when it comes to getting that spark back, a little bit of isolation can go a long way. Okay, it doesn't have to be all the time or anything like that. And also with that Hangman, that can be about letting go of control, seeing the other side of the coin. Well, in regards to what? The 5 of Pentacles. This can be about maybe somebody leaving you out, maybe a King of Pentacles archetype, somebody leaving you out, somebody not supporting you anymore, something like that, some kind of missed opportunity, and needing to be okay with that and allowing it to drive you to be able to be a self-starter. Because the Queen of Wands is Aries energy with the shadow of Pisces, but it is Aries energy. So it's about leadership. And I see you going into that. And I feel like that's exactly so I feel like you have the right idea. Okay. Don't let somebody trip you up. How you're going to get there is the 8 of Pentacles, the Star in reverse, and the Strength in reverse. So this is needing to really master what it is that you're trying to get done. needing to have a healthy, balanced routine, diet, focused on your health, focused on keeping your head down and doing what you need to do in order to become independent, in order to work smarter, not harder. And I'm feeling like a little bit of hope can go a long way. Allowing yourself to heal, especially when it comes to your ego or when it comes to your sense of confidence, because the ego and confidence are two sides of the same coin, but they are quite different. Where the ego is the false sense of self, where the confidence is what you accumulate after being humbled so much in your fucking life, right? And it's also a form of self acceptance, and that's where I see you guys going anyway, especially with that Queen of Wands. Yang, being a self starter. Grief, wow. Balance spirituality and practicality. What's that grief card about? The Justice. Mm. You are needing to really make peace with something that destroyed you. And I also want to say, needing to make it right within you. Sometimes we have to close doors that other people left open, and that's just how it is sometimes. As shitty as that is. And sometimes we have to pick ourselves up off of the floor in order to do that, but it's telling you that you have to be the one to do that. Also, when it comes to your sense of, like I said, isolation, or when it comes to your sense of spirituality, meditation, creativity, even mixed in with the 3D realm, there also needs to be a healthy balance within that. So that way you can avoid a lot of shitty situations, because sometimes we can get really caught up in isolation and then we forget that there's a whole life outside of our bedroom. Sometimes we can get so caught up in the money that we forget our sense of humanity. We forget what it feels like to be human. And so really needing to find that happy medium within yourself. So thank you so much, Pisces. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Of course, you guys can always book a personal reading with me at violettaalexis.com. Also, if you would like exclusive access to astrology and tarot videos, you can go ahead and head on over to my YouTube channel. You can click the join button. You will see that there are 2 levels of my membership program available. Make sure that you read the description under both tiers, so that way you can make the right choice for you. Thank you so much, Pisces. The absolute best of luck to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.